Laughter and self-expression is very important. People that don't express their emotions, it very much shows up in their health. Healthy nerve system. Understand, your nerve system is the part of your body that adapts you to stress. If your nerve system is not healthy, you tend to not handle stress, and you tend to have more of those stress-related conditions, not realizing that your nerve system's at fault, okay? So what I want you also to get is optimal health. I talked about in the beginning that I didn't want to go over different pain syndromes and symptoms, because I want you to kind of anchor to that optimal health is not how you feel. It's not whether you have a symptom or not. People can be have no symptoms and be very ill. I see it all the time. I see people that come in and they've never been sick and they're 40 or they're 38 or something like that, and then they're diagnosed with cancer or something like that, and they have no idea that that's going on. I don't want to be depressing, but I just want to understand that that's a reality. People can also have a very serious condition, okay, and have a very good quality of life and be very well. Because health is not just the symptoms you have or the condition you have. Optimal health is the sum total of physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. Well, the World Health Organization uses that as their definition. All right? So wellness really is the degree to which an individual expresses health and vitality in any dimension of life. So you want to think, am I healthy? Am I as healthy as I can be? Or as healthy or well as possible for me? Or am I just not sick? Just not being sick is not good enough. That's not maximized well-being. That's what's going to lead you into that what 3 out of 4 people lose their life early for. Okay. What you want to think of is there's this continuum, and I want to be as much on this part of the continuum as possible, on the wellness continuum. And I want to do things in my life and my health for wellness, not just because I want to take fish oil because I want to not get heart disease or something like that, though that's a good reason, and that's at least a step in the right direction if that's a concern relative to maybe your health history or family history. But more importantly than that, you want to do things like that or wellness-oriented things because you want to have the level of vitality and joy all the days of your life that you're supposed to have, that you want to have. That you want to have enjoying your family and your loved one and your loved ones and your children, and not having to wake up and need 4 cups of coffee to get out of bed. You want to have vitality. So that's why you do things for wellness. Now, that's me and my wife. Okay, she's cuter than me. And we have an office just actually really close to here. We was able to walk here, 15th Street. Network Family Wellness Center. We've been there for 10 years. And we are chiropractors. We're chiropractors that do something called network spinal analysis, which is really an advanced approach to your spine. It's not your typical chiropractic wrestling match where someone's jumping from the 3rd rope on your back and twisting your neck in different directions like some WWF event. Okay, network spinal analysis is actually an advanced approach. There's been more research than any other thing relative to the spine at medical universities for people having changes in their quality of life, how their nervous system functions, their ability to adapt to stress, their physical state, their emotional state, and their mental state. Now, your central nervous system, I said that your central nervous system is the part of your body that coordinates or adapts to stress. That's very true. What you need to realize is that your central nervous system is literally the master system of your body. It controls every cell, tissue, and organ of your body. You literally live your life through your central nervous system. It's made up of your brain, your spinal cord, and a network of 12 miles of nerves. Okay, that's like from here to Costco, okay, to get the fish oil that you don't want to get. Okay, all right, and only 10% of your nerve system has anything to do with sensing pain. 10%. So people can have changes in the integrity of their central nervous system for decades, for years, making areas malfunction. It could be their liver, it could be their heart, it could be their kidney, and they have no idea because it may not be producing pain. And I'll explain that a little bit. Here we go, I got a model over here. It's a little tight up here, so I've got things squeezed in. So understand, okay, that's your spine. Your brain, your spinal cord going through the center, and then these aren't hairs, they're nerves that are going off to every cell and tissue and organ of your body. Now, if your spine has something like that going on in the middle, okay, that pressure, it's going to pinch. Here, Peg, let's just have fun here, Peg. Sure. Just put your finger in there. Now what happens if I do that?
Ouch.
Okay. And I know you say ouch because you think pinch and you think pain, and that, you do have pain receptors in your finger. But that can be going on if that's the nerve supply to your heart, okay, coming off that area. Just the weight of a dime can reduce nerve signal to your heart by 60%. Or it doesn't have to be the nerves coming out, it can be the spinal cord just irritating enough that changes that signal by 60%. And then whatever's on the other end of that is going to function 60% less in terms of its ability to adapt you to the world around you. And it's very real. And what happens is when tissues, organs break down to tissues and they break down to cells, and when those areas don't get the appropriate nerve supply, the cells don't reproduce the way they're supposed to, okay? And they actually mutate or change shape, and you have whole sets, whole areas, whole organ sets doing that for 5 years or 10 years, even you don't want it for a month, okay? Then that's going to equate to poor function in that area. So you want to think of good alignment in your body or good structure as good positive power, healing energy going out to all the parts of your body, keep you well in the first place. You can take all the multivitamins you want and all the digestive things you want and eat all the healthy food, but you're going to be what you assimilate. And if you have a poor digestive system because you have a poor nerve supply in that area, you're not going to assimilate what you're putting your energy in. And that's a very real factor. And again, see that all the time. 70 to 80% of your health disorders do involve the spine, and to be healthy, a person's spine has to be maintained. It's just a simple fact. Doctors of chiropractic, now in general, doctors of chiropractic specialize in restoring the misaligned vertebra so that so people's spinal subluxations, so that their spine can be strong and healthy and aligned well. Most people have no idea, because 90% of their body has nothing to do with sensing pain in terms of their nerve system, that there's a change in alignment affecting some part of their physiology. It could be allergies, it could be asthma, it could be fibromyalgia, it could be mental disorders. And they have no idea that there's a relationship between their spine and that particular area. Now, I see people all of the time that tell me, I'm 50 years old and, knock on wood, I've never had to go to a chiropractor. I've never had to have my spine checked or something like that. Any guesses what they're really saying? I'm 50 and I've never had to do that. Or 40, whatever. They're really saying I've never had a pain in that area. Because they're equating that part of their body being healthy, their spine, with whether they have pain or not. That's like equating whether I have breast cancer with whether I have pain or not. It's really the same thing. It's the same exact thing. No part of your body works that way. There's no part of your body that is, well, if I will only have a problem there if I have pain. And your spine is absolutely, even more so, no different. So, same thing if you took a person and you said, Greg, say he was 40, 50, I'm not sure what age, but we'll just say you're 40, okay?